Good morning. Today we will start paper second. Under the paper second, there are 4 units. Unit first. Most of the topics which had incorporated under unit first has been already discussed either in the law and social transformation and the federal. This was the paper third. Law and social transformation was first paper first. Therefore, that some topics are required to be discussed here. Remaining topic under the unit first, that is, first of all, if you will see, the federalism is there. Federalism, lot about the federalism we have discussed a lot, and a very much detailed discussion has been taken place. But some are the new topics under unit 1 which requires to be completed today. The first one is the creation of states, and second, which I will discuss, interstate relations we have discussed a lot, and the second part is article 355. Sometimes it comes in the competitive examination or in interview it can be asked, or the 356, as well as some 365 also. There are 3 more articles which says about the center and the state relationship in the matters of the order passed by the union to the state to follow it. And there is a controversy in these areas. If the direction is given, order has been given, or order is being given, or the normally order of the union is there to follow certain directions, then the question is whether the states are bound to follow the directions of the center, that is the union, or there is some option or discretion lies on the states. These parts we will see in the next lecture, means after the break, 40 minutes. Now come to the point that creation of the states. Normally you have read when we were discussing the federal character of Indian Constitution, Article 1 of the Constitution, there are 3 clauses, and clause 3, especially ABC, small ABC within the bracket, is related to again the this creation of states. And then second aspect is from Article 2 to 4. I have given indication earlier also about this article, these articles. Therefore, the student who are late, I'm getting some problem. Okay, now the aspect is what the Article 90, what the Article 1 clause 3 says about the creation of state. It says that the union have the power to create the state, or to bifurcate the state, or to make the union territory, and that provisions shall be incorporated under Schedule 1 of the Constitution. And the C says that the union have the power to acquire any other state, means acquire apart from the territory of union. It means to bifurcate, to create new state, to acquire the state, union territory, but for that purpose the Schedule 1 also be amended. But for the acquiring the state, there is no need to place any bill before the parliament to acquire outside the territory of India. If India acquires the other portion, geographical portion, then there is the provision for that purpose, and that provision says that there is no need to place any bill in the parliament or to approve it in the parliament. Acquire the state means outside the state, outside the territory of it. That is the point. That is 3(1)(c). And for the 3(1)(c), if you will make the synopsis, you are free to make the synopsis that the history and the background and the constitutional provision, disputes, solutions, conclusions, all these are very relevant point for discussing, and this requires to be discussed also with the help of all these points, and some other points can be made. Now, for the purpose of this Article 1(3)(c), there is one article under the Union, that is the United Nations Charter. Under the United Nations Charter, there is the Article 2, Clause 4, which says that no state, means the country, shall interfere into the domain of another sovereign country. This is the United Nations Charter's provision. It means that if any country have the sovereign power, the same sovereign power country, means the another country, will not interfere into the domain, into the boundaries of the any country. This is the United Nations provision. Again, try to understand it. There is a provision in the United Nations Charter. United Nations Charter, Sanyukt Rashtra Sangh Charter is there. Under Charter 2 Clause 4 says that no country, state, the word is state for the purpose of the international language, state shall interfere into the domain of any other state. It means the country shall not interfere into the domain, means the outside the boundaries of the own country, or it will not be interfere into the domain, means in the territory of another country. This is the United Nations provision. But whenever any country acquires any territory, that is the power is given also with their constitution, and India has given the power that to acquire the any land and to include it within the territory of India. This is Article 1, Clause 3, subclause C. That is clear. Now come to the point that history of creation of the states. When India became independent, there were the small states, and these states have divided after the, even if the enforcement of the constitution, into four categories. Category A, B, C, D. Some writers has written only 3 categories, but some writers has written the commentary on the constitution. They have said that there were the 4 category states in the beginning of the constitution, or at the time of the independence of India. These categories were the A, B, C, D, and who were under the A and who were under B and C and D. This is a question. Under the A, there were the 9 British provinces. British province were there before the 1947, and the name of the state was province. Today, other name of the state is province. There was the British province was there, and this was category A state, and there were 9. And category B was princely state. Some kings were there. The Indian kings were there, and the Britishers has not acquired these states in India also. Very states, the number of states or various states were there in India before the independence. There were the prince, there were the Indian king was there, and this was kept in under category B, princely state. Third was the former chief commissioners state were the C category states were there. This was called the former chief commissioners states were there. And D was only one was there under A, D. This was only one, and under the C there were the 10. And in this way, and this was the lieutenant governors. It was under the Portugal. If you will see the Goa, got the independence later on, merged in India. Of course, there is a history. So therefore, there were the small states at the time of the independence and the enforcement of the constitutions, and near about there were 565 states were. And when the constitution had enforced on 26 January 1950, there were 562 as the data available in the web. You can search also. So history says that all the states were divided into the very small groups, very small geographical areas were there. And when it had implemented the or the enforced the constitutional provision in India 26 January 1950, the category was divided A, B, C, D of the states. So this is very. And when this category was abolished, another question. As I have referred when we were discussing the inter-state relationship and the union and the state relationship, the 1956 a act was passed, which was known as the Reorganization Act, which was known as the Reorganization Act. State Reorganization Act 1956. At the same time, the constitutional amendment, the 7th constitutional amendment, already has been made. Therefore, the ABCD category has abolished, and now there is two categories of states. Please keep in your mind, there are the two categories of states at present. One is the state, another is the union territory. Therefore, there are only two categories of state. One is the state, another is the union territory, and abolished in 1956 the categories of the state ABCD by passing the amendment or by the enacting one separate law. State Reorganization Act is there. Now, how many states? Yes, on Saturday I have quoted that there were 29 earlier states or 7 territories earlier, but now the 28 states, it comes in your objective examination. Now there are only 28 states, and in place of 7 union territories, there are the 9 union territories, because the Ladakh and the Jammu Kashmir and the Jammu Kashmir converted into union territory, and then the 29 reduced to 28 and increased the union territory from 7 to 9. This is the position. Now come to the point that the creation of the state in India, where this provision has been brought by the constitution makers in India to incorporate it in the constitutional system. There were 3 sources. One source was the American Constitution. There was the American Constitution also, and the apart of this one, there was another, the Australian Constitution, and third was the Section 290 of the GOI Act 1935. GOI Act 1935, 290. Therefore, the point is that the creation of states constitutional provision has brought from the United States and the Australian Constitution, and some provisions were there under the Government of India Act Section 290. The point is related to the what provision was there in the United States. United States Constitution, there is a simple provision, because at the time of 1787 in the United States of America, there were limited states, and these states were only 13 states at that time in the 1987. Now there are 50 states. In India, the small group of states were 562. Now there are 28 states and 9 union territory. In the American 1787, there were only 13 states, and now 50 states there, and the population is one third of, less than one third of India in America. That is that near about 30 crores or like this. They are very, this is the population, due to the population, very thin population is there in USA, but the states are 50. What's the reason? That is the question. What's the reason why these states increased in India, whereas the amendment of the constitution, only 27 amendments has been made till today. This is the 200, you can say, the 20 years or more than 20, 40 years, near about 40 years, 240 years near about are there of the implementation of the constitution in United Nations of America, USA, United States of America. There are the near about 240 years, and only the 27 amendments has been made because of the very complicated procedure of the amendment under Article 5 of the Constitution. But whereas the states has increased because there is a provision under, if we will see the Article 4 of the Constitution of United States of America to create new states, and this power is given only to the Congress of the United States of America. To create the new state, power is given only to the states, but it is not necessary that the states will approve it. The existing state, there is no power. There is no power to the Senate also. Only Congress. Congress is just like the Parliament. Parliament means under the Parliament there is House of People in India, and its name in USA is called the Congress. In India, House of People and the Council of State, and there is the Congress and the Senate. There are the other the different names in the according to the provision of the Constitution. Therefore, the various times I have referred that the student of LLM at least should go to the various provision of the Constitution of various country. That should be the habit of our student to read each and every provision of the Constitution of every country every time. Thus, the first region, as you have seen that USA, there is the such type of aspect which says that it is not very difficult to create the state. It is very easy to create the state, but it is very difficult to amend the constitution, and it is not deemed to be, or it is not a constitutional amendment. In India also, under Article 14, it has written that whenever the create or new state shall be created by the Parliament, it shall not be deemed to be a constitutional amendment. In the same way, in other countries also, and in USA, there are the provision of the Constitution, that is the 1900s Constitution, Chapter 6 is here, Romans 6 is here, and it starts from 1 to 1, Section 1 to 12, or up to the 124. There are near about the 4 sections are there, and thus these sections lay down the provisions about the creation of the state, in Australia also, and this power is given to the Parliament of the Australia. It is written Parliament, but in USA it is given to the Congress. Only one house of that Parliament. There are 2 houses, you can see. But in India, before the Indian system, we may enter into the provisions of 290 of the Government of India. And 290, what is the provision under this? 290 of the Government of India Act 1935 says that subject to the provisions of this section means section 290, His Majesty, the meaning is thereby the Crown and the King of the Great Britain have the power to order the council was there, and to create new province, increase areas, diminish areas, and after the bondage, it can be made the province. The meaning is thereby that under section 290, there was the provision to create the new state, to diminish the bondage, and to to basically to increase the areas of the state and to merge the two states. That was the power. But that was the power of the His Majesty. There it is written under 290. Now it is the after this summary discussion of USA and Australia and Government of India Act. In the same way, your habit should be to enter into the concerned topic in detail, and it has essential for all to enter into that portion. We say that what is the provision under Article 2, first of all. 2 and 3 directly related to creation of state. And what was the Constituent Assembly debate? And what was the judicial interpretation on the Article 2 and 3? 4 is a simple article, and 4 says that the first schedule shall be changed, incorporated the name of the new states in under this fourth schedule. And fourth schedule is very essential. Please and try to read and study the schedule also. All the 12 schedules under the Constitution. Every time, whenever you are getting the time, please go through the schedules also. So, what is the provision under Article 2? 2 and 3 directly related to the creation of the state. 4 is a simple, and it says that it shall not be deemed to be a constitutional amendment for the purpose of Article 368. 368 of the Constitution, it shall not be. Then the name of the states shall be incorporated under the Schedule 1 of the Constitution. This is the provision of Article 4. That's why in the first instance, it is, or in the first stage, it is the requirement to say about or to explain the provisions of Article 4. But Article 2 and 3 is there, and 2 to 4, 2 says that Parliament may by law. It means the power is given just like the Australian Constitution to the Parliament to make the law. Without making the law, the new state cannot be created, their bondage cannot be diminished, and their bondage cannot be increased, and that is by law. Who will make the law? The Parliament shall make the law. Article 2(1) says that to admit into the Union any state shall be admitted within the Union by making the law by the Parliament. This is one. And second is say that on such terms and conditions, new state can be created, and the diminish of the areas and everything can be done by the Parliament. But for that purpose, the law shall be made by the Parliament, or conditions can be imposed. By whom? By the Parliament. Therefore, Parliament provision means the provision of law which shall be made. The Parliament gives the absolute power to the Parliament. Whatever the Parliament wants to do or to make by law, to impose any condition, that can be imposed by the Parliament. It has written under Article 2, as deems fit. It is the word as thinks fit. As it thinks fit. Parliament as it thinks fit. That is written there. Therefore, this is the one of the provision that we say that this aspect is the subject matter of. This is the aspect is the subject matter of the Parliament. Parliament can. Now, if we will enter into the Constituent Assembly debate, and that attempt was done by the our Constitution makers, that on the 30th May 1947, because the creation of state, diminution of the boundary, and increasing of the boundary to include the other areas into the Union, that was in the draft Constitution, and that draft constitutional provision submitted by the Constitution advisor to the draft committee. Before the draft committee, it has submitted by the advisor of the Constitution Draft Committee, and that gentleman was the B.N. Rao, as you know. Many the various times I have said about it. Then what was that provision? That provision was the Parliament of the Union may formulate the state, may formulate the state. The Parliament of the Union word is there. At that time, it has been written, and it means they were thinking about the giving the name to the Legislative Assembly as a Parliament, because they have written the Union Parliament. But it is not to write the Union Parliament, because there is only one Parliament. Another is the Legislative Assembly. But in draft constitution, when it has submitted by the B.N. Rao or constitution advisors before the draft committee, it has been said like that. By act including new territories and schedule 1, it has written that by act shall be made. And here under article 2, you can compare it with that one. There is a by making law, and in place of Union Parliament there is only the word the Parliament, and in the draft constitution there was the Union Parliament, and by enacting the law, it was enacting the by making the act word ACT Act Adhiniam. But here is the law. It has been upon such terms as things fit. It is as things fit. The same word is here as in the 1947. That is the date of 30th May, when Constitution Advisors has submitted the draft constitution before the draft constitution committee, and it has been the same word is there as it is written under article 2 at present also. And that was change in the another change was there on 14th July 1947. 30th May you have seen of that same year. Then 4th July 1947 amendment has made, and according to this amendment, or as per the provision of this amendment, the word union has changed by writing the federal parliament. It means again there was some object of the constitution makers that what will be the name, but that has decided later on. At present there is no federal, there is a word union word is there. And then this was the aspect at that time. October 1947, I'm not going in detail of that constitution, but one of 2 points are very important relating to this one. And finally, it was adopted in the on the 15th November 1948, because the indication has been given of this over of this session. And now the time to time and omitted all these things, but the debate was here, and you will go through my lectures and you will get it. But the sovereign power is a supreme power, and Berubari versus Union of India. If you will see the in re Berubari case is there of old one, that is the 1960s case. The many aspects had been discussed about it, and it has said that it is a sovereign power of the union to create the state and to include some areas which are outside the country. And after the bifurcation of this Uttarakhand, you have seen in the first time there was in 2000 Act, there was the name of the Uttaranchal, now it is the Uttarakhand, and there is one case, Pradeep Chaudhary versus Union of India 2009 case, and argument of the petitioner was to exclude the Haridwar from the Uttaranchal at that time, and now it is Uttarakhand, or the court, Supreme Court said that no, it is the absolute power of the parliament. Whatever the parliament want to include or exclude, the court cannot do anything. That is the Pradeep Chaudhary case versus Union of India 2009. In the same way, the another case of the Telangana, related to the Telangana, because there is a history of the Hyderabad also, and the Andhra Pradesh, there is a history. And because of the Telangana, as you have seen that one of the university established in Telangana by amending the constitution and incorporating 378E, that is the Center University of Andhra Pradesh. This is the constitutional status, as I have discussed earlier, or if it has not been discussed, to go through that one. This is the one of the aspect, and therefore there was the movement of Telangana in 70s was there, and Telangana has created just now, and this some years back, and there was one case B, that was the Sri Narayan versus Government of India case is there. Yeah, 2014 Andhra Pradesh High Court case is there, and it was argument before the court that the Hyderabad was the complete state at the time of the enforcement of the constitution, and the Andhra Pradesh was that different, and Telangana was separate was there, but Hyderabad was merged in the Andhra Pradesh, Telangana merged in the Andhra Pradesh, but later on the Telangana has separated, therefore it has challenged. Once it has been merged, it cannot be done separated later on by the parliament, but the Andhra Pradesh High Court said that no, this is the absolute power. It is laid down under Article 2 and 3 of the Constitution. That's why this cannot be challenged anywhere. And because under these special powers, the Sikkim, if you will see the Article 371F, 371F, there is the special provision for the Sikkim, and the only 30 members are there, whereas there are the in Uttarakhand, if you will see, 70, and if you will see the Delhi, of course, Delhi is a national capital territory, comes under the union territory, but there is the 60, and in Manipur is a special state, and a special status is given under Article 371F. Therefore, there is only 30 members are there, and this is very important, and this is also challenged by some of the persons, and finally it has decided by the Supreme Court and said the absolute power of the parliament. State of Sikkim versus Surendra Prasad Sharma case is there of 1994. It has also challenged that why this minimum 30 has been given, whereas in other states minimum is the 60 and the 70. Why these are lowest, and there is a tenure of the 4 years also, not the 5 years. Then please, very interesting provisions are there in the Indian constitution. So if you will go through these constitutional provisions, you will get the enjoyment about these aspects. Then 3 says that again the parliament have the power to separate any territory. 3 is the same power, increase, decrease, diminish, alter, and whatever the parliament want to do, the parliament have the power. One most important aspect, within 2 minutes I am just completing it, that there is a Article 3, there is one proviso, provided that whenever any state's bill shall be prepared by the parliament, or proposal shall be prepared by the parliament, that should be sent to the president first of all. And president will, there was a controversy when the Uttarakhand was creating at that time. Mulayam Singh government was there in the UP, and the legislative assembly has not passed 2 times of it. There was a controversy, and there was a issue that without the passing the state, that thus why I am citing here, I am citing because of the reason that there is a provision under Article 3, provided that the proposal shall be referred to the president, and the president shall refer it to the state legislative assembly where it is existing, from where it is being separated, the state is being separated. Then the time will also be given by the president, under which time they will recommend it back, or they will refer the back. The legislative assembly, it shall be referred back by the legislative assembly. Then that time has been left. Number 1, the president give the permission to the parliament, or otherwise suppose it has been refused by the state legislative assembly, even if the new state can be created. This is a very relevant aspect for that purpose. Thus the first one, as I have cited very quickly about there are 2 explanations, explanation 1 and explanation 2, and it does not include the union territory. About what purpose? About the purpose of referring to the president. There is no need of it, because the explanation 1 it says, and whenever there will be the explanation, it will be in the Roman 1, and that is there. 2 says that the parliament power under A includes the new state, to make the new state. Every clarification has been given by the parliament, by the constitution makers, so that in future such type of problem should not be there. Thus, that to create a new state, it is the absolute power, complete power without any restriction of the parliament. But parliament requires the simple majority, and that will be converted into the act, into the law. It has been written under Article 2 and 3 of the Constitution, or Constituent Assembly debate was there. The draft Constitution was there, and thus the court in various times it has not been interfered by the court about the creation of any state, because there was very categorical argument of the constitution makers, and that has been finalized. And the problem, any kind of problem is not there of the creating any state. But it depends one thing, the public opinion shall not be any matter so far the law is concerned. Law is concerned, although there is a political ideology of the inhabitant of the area for the development of these areas, but at the same time, so far the law is concerned, and that these articles, Article 2, 3, and 4 are concerned, there is no scope for the political or any kind of the opinion about the creation of new states. It is very clear that the parliament have the absolute power. It has given the parliament the absolute power, and whatever the parliament want to make it, and the parliament can. And the same proviso was there also, 290 of the Government of India Act, as the proviso has given under Article 3, that what shall be there and what shall not be there, and that is said that whenever there will be the making and the creation of any province, and there will be to take the some consent from the existing states legislative assemblies. All these things were there under the section 290 of the Government of India Act, under the proviso provided that. And it means what, whenever there is a proviso, and that is a mandatory aspect about the system of the constitution, and that should be followed by everyone. This is the basic aspect, and a memorandum in this regard again placed with reference to the section 209E of the Constitution of India. Therefore, this